Hello everyone. With this presentation, we will look over an important part of organic synthesis, coupling reactions. This is an introductory presentation based on coupling reactions. About coupling reactions, we must know some interesting basics, that what are the requirements for the coupling reactions and what are their importance. One of the interesting information that we must know about coupling reaction is these three of the world's great scientists have contributed palladium catalyzed cross coupling reactions in the field of organic synthesis. Professor Negishi, famous coupling reaction known as Negishi coupling. Professor Haig coupling reaction. Professor Suzuki, the reaction is known as Suzuki coupling reaction. For their valuable contribution in the field of organic synthesis, they are awarded with Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2010. Let's see about coupling reactions. These are the reactions that forms carbon-carbon or carbon heteroatom bonds between the complex fragments. The word complex represents there must be involvement of metal. These reactions are catalyzed by transition metals, and one of the reactant part is an organometallic precursor. These kind of coupling reactions mostly involve transmetallation step, where an alkyl group from one metal get transferred to the another, and coupling reactions usually follow a typical train where the group which is transferred should be from more electropositive to the less electropositive metal. Let's see which kind of catalysts are used in the coupling reactions. More oftenly, palladium based catalysts are used, as organopalladium compounds are stable towards water and air. It means these compounds are non-reactive or inert to this atmosphere. Then we can also find copper, iron, cobalt, nickel, rhodium or ruthenium based catalyst systems for coupling reactions. These all forms of transition metals can be involved in the form of their complexes in the process of catalysis for coupling. Now see, for coupling we need two fragments or two reactants. One of the reactant bears leaving groups. That leaving groups may be halide, triplet, tosylate or some pseudohalides like methylates. And the other partner for the coupling is an organometallic precursor which bears an electropositive metal such as tin, zinc, silicon, boron. Compared to the palladium, the electropositivity of said metals is higher compared to the palladium, so that these metals can easily transfer the corresponding alkyl group from themselves to the palladium surface, so that transmetallation can occur, and in further steps coupling can be completed. Now see some of the carbon-carbon cross coupling reactions in summary form. The first one is Cadiot Chodkiewicz coupling, which involves one of the reactant is terminal alkyne, here it is, and another coupling partner is halide of terminal alkyne in presence of copper as catalyst and base. Castro-Stephens coupling uses copper as catalyst and couples terminal alkyne and aryl halide. Then Corey-House synthesis. This coupling involves organometallic reagents like Gilman's reagent or Grignard reagent coupled with alkyl halide in presence of copper. Kumada coupling. It involves aryl Grignard reagent coupled with aryl halide in presence of palladium nickel or iron as catalyst. The famous Heck reaction involves activated alkene coupled with aryl halide and uses palladium or nickel catalyst in presence of base. Sonogashira coupling involves coupling between terminal alkyne and alkyl halide in presence of palladium and copper. These two forms of catalyst is involved in this coupling reaction in presence of base. The Negishi coupling involves organo-zinc compound coupled with alkyl halide in presence of again palladium or nickel. Steelite cross coupling involves organostannane coupled with aryl or alkyl halide in presence of palladium. Suzuki coupling involves organoboranes and alkyl halide coupling. It requires catalyst in presence of base. Murahashi coupling involves organolithium couples with alkyl halide in presence of ruthenium or palladium. Hiyama coupling uses organosilicon compounds with alkyl halide in presence of palladium, and it also requires base. Fukuyama coupling involves organo-zinc iodide couples with thioesters in presence of palladium or nickel. Leveskin-Stroll coupling involves organoboranes couples with thioesters or thioethers, aryl thioethers, particularly in presence of palladium, and it also requires copper base catalyst. Now we will see carbon heteroatom coupling, where carbon rather than carbon other heteroatoms can form bond. The one of the carbon heteroatom coupling is Ullmann type reaction, where it involves metal aryloxy or arylamine, metal thioxide or metal cyanide coupled with ARX, where X can be aryloxy, arylamine, thioalkyl or thioxy we can say, or cyano in presence of copper catalyst. Chand-Lamb coupling involves aryl boranes and arylamines in presence of copper. And one of the interesting Buchwald-Herbig reaction involves coupling between amines and alkyl halides in presence of palladium. Now we'll see few of the applications of cross-coupling reactions. These are the important reactions useful for the production of pharmaceuticals like montelukast, which is anti-allergic, elatriptan, naproxen, varenicline, and resveratrol, like useful drugs. Few of the polymers and monomers are also prepared using cross-coupling reactions. In upcoming presentations or videos, we will discuss few of the important coupling reactions in details. Hope this an introductory presentation regarding the coupling reactions will be useful to you. Thank you.